He totally got you. Wow, you didn't even know it was coming.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing out there today? Welcome back to another episode of Halloween at the Manor. Well, the spooky season is upon us, and Vanessa and I took our very first trip of the season to our local Spirit Halloween store, and it was already way better than last year. The store theme this year is really well done. The large scene in the front of the store is the Dr. J. Reaper Monster Laboratory, and front and center they had the Lord Raven animatronic. This guy is massive. He sells for $300. I believe he's 6 foot tall, and I think he says 3 or 4 different phrases. Now, if you want to get more information on any of these animatronics you see in this video, just go to the Spirit Halloween website. They have individual pictures, videos, and descriptions. On the left side of the display, they had set up the Bog Zombie. He is a really cool animatronic. He sells for $250, and he might be the best new animatronic in the lot this year. He has a lot of great details. Really creepy face. When his eyes are not glowing, he kind of reminds me of the Crypt Keeper. Has mold and moss covering his entire frame. It just seems to be a really well executed prop. Here's a look at more of the front display here. Now, inside of the laboratory is impressive as well. We loved the light up tubes, and when you look up at the top there is some really cool animation. I could see bats flying and then turning into the Spirit Halloween logo. Really cool. So this guy right here is Barry, and unfortunately he wasn't working. He does sell for $170, and I believe he makes growling noises and then bangs his head against the cage. We even tried flipping this switch to see if that would get him to go, but unfortunately nothing. Now on the right side of the front display, they have the Grim animatronic set up. He sells for $300. I really like this guy a lot. I think I read somewhere, maybe on the Spirit Halloween website, he has like 6 different motors that let him move in all kinds of realistic ways. And I think he, like Lord Raven, says like 3 or 4 different phrases. He's just a really cool prop. The animation on this thing is very impressive. Now, I'm not sure if there was supposed to be more animatronics set up in some of these open slots at the display or not. It could just be that they didn't have everything in and just didn't get everything set up. Next, we have Monty, and like Barry, he wasn't working so well. This guy is new for 2022, and he sells for $300. He's quite a large prop, and he is way bigger in person than the pictures. I wasn't expecting him to be as big as he was. So next to Monty, in this corner of the store, they had the Unholy Trinity, as we like to call them. The Freddy, Michael Myers, and Jason stuff. They did have some Chucky items in there as well. They had a few of the deluxe Freddy gloves, and as far as Michael Myers masks, they had Halloween 2, a lot of 78 masks, and a few of the 2018 masks. Now, they did have a lot more Jason masks in the back of the store. Here it was more of the clothing items. They also had a huge selection of Halloween-themed t-shirts from all the different horror franchises. Sizes seem to range from small to 2XL. This year they also had some half masks from Beetlejuice, of course Beetlejuice himself, but also Barbara and Adam. The Adam mask also comes with eyeballs you can put on your fingers. They also had quite a lot of the Killer Clowns items too. Like Beetlejuice, they had some half masks, and they even had a couple of the cotton candy guns, which are really cool. I thought about possibly buying one of these for our shorty animatronic that we got last year. Now, unlike last year, they had a really decent inventory of the animatronics available in the store. There were several Monty's, Barry's. I think you had a few of the Bog Zombies, and there were quite a bit of these sitting scarecrows as well. But this is way more than they had last year. They also had more inventory in the back of the store too. Now, the back display this year is the Specimen Testing Lab. This setup is really awesome. It features Nozzles the Clown. He sells for 350 bucks. Lucky Bottoms right here. He sells for $170. You have Little Skelly, who is also $170. Vanessa and I both really liked him, even though there wasn't quite much to him. He's just kind of a little guy that jumps up. But really thought he was pretty cool. So next to Little Skelly, you have Bag of Bones. He's $150, and as you already saw, he got Vanessa pretty good.
He totally got you. Wow, you knew it was coming.
And the last animatronic they had in this scene was Mr. Dark. He wasn't working very well. He wasn't working that well either. He rises up to almost 9 feet tall, and he does sell for $280. Now, they had a walkthrough of the Specimen Lab, and that was really well done. When you stepped on the floor, it started vibrating, and the exposed wires started buzzing and shaking. And then on the walls, they had animation of, I believe his name is Dr. Lume, doing experiments on the different subjects. I think these animated shorts here have a tie-in to the Spirit Halloween movie coming out this year. They do have some really awesome Star Wars masks this year. Palpatine and Darth Maul are the best ones. They even had a few Trick or Treat Studios Frankenstein and Creature masks. The paint job on the creature masks wasn't that great. I've seen better. They also had Captain Spaulding, a lot of Freddy 4 masks, the Jason masks I mentioned earlier, a lot of styles of the Purge masks. Overall, I have to say though, the mask selection wasn't that great. I really was a little disappointed. However, like I said, it was a lot better than it was last year. But this year I just felt like there were a lot more half masks and just not really a great selection overall. The prop selection this year is actually pretty strong. They have several new zombie babies. Hopefully we can grab a few of these during the after Halloween 50% off sale. The $42 price tag is a little steep, but these things are really cool this year. They had, I believe, 3 or 4 different designs. I'm not sure if this pig head is new for this year. It was not in this store last year. This would be cool for a slaughterhouse scene, though. If inflatables are your thing, they had a ton of different styles to choose from. Different pumpkins and blow up cats and ghosts and things like that. And they had zombie cats as well. I mean, who doesn't need a zombie cat? They had a lot of different sized skeletons, as well as tombstones and different cemetery fencing styles. The skulls on this end cap are really cool. Most of them are priced at $12.99. Really cool selection though. I think some of them were even made out of like latex. I really like this one in particular. Now they had a full wall of Beetlejuice stuff, ranging from home decor to signs. Love the snake there. We also thought that this sign was awesome. I lived through the Black Plague and had a pretty good time during that. Love the Beetlejuice light up sign. They had a lot of really cool Beetlejuice stuff. And then on the other side of the Beetlejuice wall, they had an entire wall of Hocus Pocus stuff. Really liked this tombstone in particular. I thought this was really cool. A lot of home decor, a lot of Hocus Pocus home decor. I think they even had some stuff from the new upcoming movie that's coming out this year in 2022. I really like these guys here. This unmasked Sam statue was awesome. I probably should have pulled the trigger on that, but really cool. Also love this guy as well. They had different projections. I think they had trick-or-treat projectors, and then this one here was the It projector. Pretty cool. They also had a lot of different bobbleheads as well. Leatherface, Michael Myers behind the bushes, which was funny. Gremlins. I think they had Scream. And then again on this end cap here, they had more of the trick-or-treat Sam ceramic statue, which I think is really cool. They also had a different version of a Sam statue as well. They had this one here with him standing next to the light-up lamppost. I thought this one was pretty cool. I also really like this picture. Vanessa doesn't like this picture because the scene in that movie upsets her, but I thought that picture was cool. They had a couple of killer clown statues too. And if you're interested, they even had the complete Sanderson Sisters Funko Pop set. I know that one's probably going to be a big one this year. Now, if you saw our video on Chucky, they had the Chucky doll there, as well as the Sitting Sam doll. The Chucky doll, if you want to see a video on our review on that, go check that one out. That is definitely worth the $80 price tag once you take the 20% coupon into consideration. Vanessa ended up walking out of the store with this mug, which I think is absolutely awesome. It's a Halloween 2 glass. They had a lot of plush toys, Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas, a lot of different franchises. They even had the lunch boxes as well. Star Wars, Trick or Treat, Chucky, and one of Vanessa's favorites, the Golden Girls. She decided not to walk out with this one. You had some Scooby-Doo as well, Gremlins, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course, like all spirits, they do have an entire section of different mugs and things like that. You know, Jason, Freddy. This Freddy mug is awesome. I don't drink coffee out of mugs, but if I did, I would definitely have picked this one up. Really cool mug. They also had some from Trick or Treat and A Nightmare Before Christmas. And this next thing I think is the coolest thing of all. This takes me right back to my childhood, Vanessa as well. The old costumes in a box. These things would break on you as soon as you walked out the door. The trash bag costume would rip. The mask, the rubber band on the mask would break. But I actually wanted to buy these just for the nostalgia of it, but we decided not to pull the trigger. But these are so cool that they're doing this, and I'm curious to see if they'll do this for some of the other franchises as well.